U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Play fake. Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the first down. He winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jordan Phillips. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Flushed out right. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Murray with a 3rd and long. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Rosa's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 27th, Cousins. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run on first down. Easily. And he's across the 43, extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
First down, here's Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Cardinals 3. Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on first down is Murray. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Before we came up to the booth. Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cook on the toss left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. One's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
That's the score. Vikings 14, Cardinals 3. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Following the interception, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your pro sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll make it third down. Cousins the thrower. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Arizona Sailors picking it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
He'll take over.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2 yards on the pickup.
On second down now, Edmonds. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. To throw on third down, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Ball carrier.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Brings up second and 8 at the 30.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch, but still,
No yards.
okay.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
27 on the play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre seconds. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal there. Happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will make it into the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. So that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. They run it here with Edmonds. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
They run with Edmonds.
At the 25-yard line.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
The ball carrier.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Flush to his right. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Shotgun now from Murray. That is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
So attack, receive, they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, Easley. Good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Number 28.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And 3.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action. Cousins escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to air one, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
To chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
There's a friend of mine used to say they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First down, Murray. Man over the middle, and it's complete.
Murray's pass.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A 28-yard gain.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
29, Chase Edmonds.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Edmonds. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
At the 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. But here we go on 4th down with Murray. And it is Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Jordan Phillips. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flushed out right. When we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At the 11.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
It's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Play fake. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
For the point after.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 15 now. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Around 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
They got his man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. Murray now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Pass for 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between between his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bailey now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Cardinals 16.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
22-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now the second down throw on target. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, Edmonds. Edmonds has it knocked loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Edmonds. Edmonds has it knocked loose. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Another carry now for Edmonds. Edmonds has it knocked loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help. There he goes, left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point try by Bailey. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Vikings 45, Cardinals 16. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Edmonds. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Now Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Cardinals first down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning. They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow. So for Minnesota, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.